we might have already got a little sneak peek of what the characters are going to be looking like in Fairy Tail Finale. Now, there has been a recent promo slash collaboration recently with Fairy Tail with some sort of mobile gacha game, and we get some designs recently of that came from like the actual animators from A1 that was showing off the main crew, which I was like, oh shit, this like we're actually finally going to see something on there. When I first saw this, I was like, wait, is this we're actually going to be seeing proper actual like Fairy Tail Finale stuff and all that? It's still a little ways away and all that on there, but we can at least imagine what like with these screenshots and all that, and since these are being done by some of the people that worked on Season 2 and Season 1, that we can kind of presume that these are the people and this is what we're still going to be having a look for in the art style. Now, when we have a look at these guys and all that, we can clearly see and all that, it's like this is going for a summer event, and we see obviously all of them in their like the swimsuits, they're kind of like having a little bit of a joyous time, I would say, for the most part. But from what we can tell from definitely with this event going on, I'm like, full on, I am completely down for this and all that. If the characters are going to be looking this clean and this like model and all that, I think the problem was definitely with Season 2 on there, because Season 2 is very divisive with a lot of Fairy Tail fans, because it's like it has some really gorgeous looking character designs. I think definitely like when we first saw the promo and it was like they updated it a lot more, so it was like a lot more how the manga like looked like, with the addition that like it was combining that with the first movie slightly. I think a lot of the people that worked on there kind of like adapted style. I still think out of all of the like the animation styles, like Phoenix Priestess, or the first movie, has the best art style. I think I generally like how their design goes on there, and then probably then Season 1, Dragon Cry, and then I would probably put down on there like Season 2. I think Season 2 has kind of the weaker kind of looking on designs. I'm kind of curious how it's going to be, because like Season 2 looked pretty stiff in some areas, but they did get some really good animators here and there and all that. Like we saw like on there, I know like a lot of the animators have been kind of working on it since the very beginning actually, and you can kind of see with some of the stuff. I mean, like I know one of the animators, like you always see Natsu when he does like a flip or something like that. That's like his little trademark thing that he does with every single one of his characters on there. It's like, and like there were some really good looking fights, like especially if they can keep the same. I think obviously they kind of talked about like very early on before that the cast is going to be the same. There isn't going to be any changes with the main cast. They haven't discussed any secondary characters. I don't think anything has, with some of the voice actors, there hasn't been any like stuff talked about that with their contracts or anything at all. So I think we're still going to get Lucy, we're still going to get Natsu, Gray, Wendy, Gajeel. I think they are all going to be pretty much the same for the most part. It depends whether or not who we are. And big question is if I remember correctly, in Dragon Cry, we did hear some of the Alvarez characters like kind of speak one or two lines, so who are they going to have to cast for that? Like, I believe it was Invel. I believe it was Invel and Brandish that were the two characters that were there with Zereth, and they had a little talk on that, and I believe it was literally one or two words that they had, and it was the stinger for it, and it's like, I'm pretty much presuming people have seen Dragon Cry who has seen Season 3 on there, but basically it is a tiny look at like some of the characters that were to come and all that during like the final arc and everything. So definitely that was something we kind of want to see on there. I just hope, like, I don't think a lot of people are like, I want Season 1's art style back. I think regardless of what, it's like, Season 2, in some areas, it's like, there were some really ugly episodes though, but then again, a lot of people forget, like, even as well with Season 1, like, Season 1 had some bad looking stuff as well. There was some I think my main issue with Season 2 was, boy, was the fucking filler awful. The filler stuff that they added in to that arc, like it was just after the Grand Magic Games, they had like 6 months of filler. I'd like to say it was 20 odd episodes that they had, and it was fucking terrible. It was like, I do not like the Key to the Starry Sky arc. To this day, it is still the one bit of Fairy Tail I have not fully finished yet. I have not fully watched it. I will fucking do it at some point. I stopped when Gray was doing Michael Jackson shit, and like Lucy was being chased and being threatened to eat pudding and shit. And it's just like, oh my god. I will say some of the in-canon stuff that they were adding to Tartarus, though, I did like. They did add some additions to the Laxus fight. And this is where we get into the touchy subject of the last two arcs that they're adapting is the biggest issue with Fairy Tail. Bar none, this is one reason a lot of people are not looking to Season 3 if they've read the manga. It is, without a doubt, from someone like me, I can admit as a fan, the last two arcs, Avatar and Alvarez, are not really good. Like, they have good moments in them, but overall ranking, like, the final arc to me is very, very disappointing and left me very underwhelming. That's kind of why I'm excited for the new manga coming out with 100 Year Quest, but there was a lot of issues with characters. There was a lot of kind of bullshit moments. There was, like, really touching parts with us. Like, some characters came out of that fine, but they need to go a little bit more with Acnologia, and they're probably going to put in some of the stuff from the movie into his story and all that, but Acnologia was kind of rushed. I really did like Zeref and Natsu. I think that was handled very well. Like, some of the stuff with Mavis, but a lot of, like, Zeref's final people are the biggest issue throughout, like, the main of that arc and all that. Avatar is not great, and it's pretty quick, so I think they're just going to rush through that. But I wouldn't be surprised the, like, FT finale that they are going to be adding some stuff. So that is the current information that we know thus far about the anime. We know so far that we know that the main cast is returning. We know that A1's handling. The director, I believe, is going to be the same from Season 2, so kind of expect a lot of the things that were happening in Season 2 that was going to be handled on there. They did make some good changes. They also made some bad ones, but this kind of showed as well what kind of art style that we should be kind of getting then for Season 3, for, like, finale. So that's all pretty much. It's kind of an update video just to kind of show some people and all that, and think that this is kind of a little bit more proof that it was like, if this is being worked on some of the animes that worked on the series, then it's like, this is going to be what we're at least going to be getting when it comes out. So we'll wait for another, like, visual to come out and all that, and we'll definitely be talking about when we get some more information for it to come out. Hopefully we still need to get an announcement date on there. Like, people, I mean, he talked, Hiromashima said fall, but we still hadn't even got a visual yet, or even an anime promo, so we've been waiting for a while on there, and we've been getting a lot of news recently, so won't have to wait longer, hopefully. But that is all from me. Thanks always for watching, and I'll see you guys, though, next time.